Hello everyone, Alien Bolt here. This is a small video of the Titan training course, or rather the Titan pilot training course.
Welcome to the Hammond Pilot
You start off, it's somewhat story formatted, so there's actually a narrative to it.
Key accepted. Training pod is authorized.
But it's very quick sessions, basically that explain movement, you know, the wall running, how to maneuver the Titans, how to switch them from auto where they work on their own to actually being piloted and controlled by you. It's not a bad gameplay. I actually played through it when I played the beta. I don't know if it's a must, if it's something you actually have to play through, or whether you can skip it and just move on. I played through it just because I thought, you know, maybe I'll get something out of it, some type of an achievement or complete an assignment, maybe get awarded something in the game. So that's why I went ahead and I redid it.
Jump toward the edge of a surface to pull yourself up. As a pilot, your most important piece of gear is your jump kit, which allows you to run on walls. Wall run across the gap to proceed.
You know, this training session, the wall running, is much easier than the actual maps. It seems like on the maps you tend to fall off easier. Like the sides aren't always
directly into another.
You're not always capable of wall running as easily as you are in this training course on the maps in the actual game, but pretty close.
Use sprinting, jumping, and wall running to make your way to the exit. Completion requirements met.
I think the main difference is how close the walls are in the training course. And when you're running around the cities, usually the walls are pretty far apart.
Jump kits
so you're not really capable of jumping back and forth like that to stay running on the walls the entire time. You can usually wall walk for a small distance and then jump and perhaps get one more in, and that's pretty much it, and you end up falling off, or at least I do.
Use wall running and double jumping to make your way.
Now this course is actually set up more like what you'll find in the actual game, where I couldn't just bounce right back up to the top ledge quite as easy as I wanted to.
Excellent navigational skills, pilot. Cloaking, making yourself nearly invisible, is essential to pilot survival. To get past the sentries, cloak first, then move through the area quickly.
The cloak in this game kind of reminds me of how Pharaoh Druids had stealth in Vanilla WoW. I was never quite as good as what a rogue stealth was. It's good for keeping you hidden, but you're still visible. You know, pilots can see you move across the field because you stand out. You're not completely invisible. There's still like a shadow, and it's still useful to have, because if you're not paying attention, it's not going to be as noticeable when you're coming from, you know, the side or the back, but not quite as good as what you would think stealth would be.
The weapon is empty. Load a fresh magazine. This is the Smart Pistol, an auto-targeting weapon. Get close enough to
now, this weapon is actually pretty amazing. I don't really use it much. I probably should, because it has a lot of benefits to it. But Right now I'm using an SMG,
Target eliminated.
which I really
Pistol
like,
can lock on to
but
more than
this
one
one, I mean, you can't really beat it for
Eliminate
close range
all of the
encounters. I
targets with
mean,
your
look, it
smart
locks
pistol.
on to all targets that are available.
Targets neutralized.
You pull the trigger once and it shoots
Some
everything.
enemies, especially pilots, require multiple locks
Now,
to
pilot
kill
usually
with
won't
one
drop
trigger
with
pull.
one trigger pull,
Kill the
so
pilot with your
sometimes you
smart
have to
pistol.
pull it a couple times, but
Target down.
it's still a good weapon, and you know, I get killed with it pretty often, especially when we're falling from Titans. Like if I happen to be riding a Titan, an enemy Titan destroying it,
Switch
and it
to
goes to
your
blow
rifle.
up and we both eject up,
To take a more
they can
calculated
easily
shot,
kill me in the
you
air
can
where
aim
I have to
down the
search for a
sights of
target.
your
The gun
weapon.
automatically does it for
Destroy
them.
all of the targets in the shooting range.
All targets
is more like the
eliminated
gun that
without
I
a
use.
magazine swap. Your ammunition conservation has been noted.
There's an assault rifle and then an SMG, and I switch between the two.
Throw a grenade into each of the windows.
I actually didn't mean to throw that. I was reaching over for my key and threw it prematurely there without aiming. I rebound everything prior to starting this course.
Combat scenario initialized. Destroy all opposition in the area.
Coming up in the end of the course, you actually get a little bit more practical training where they actually put you up against other pilots, but they're not very good. They're more like the grunts you get in the actual gameplay. See, that pistol is pretty overpowered there. I ended up playing to level 15 yesterday, which apparently isn't all that great because as soon as I started the game,
Minimal damage
I
sustained
think I
during
actually
live
got
fire
into my
exercise.
first game probably about
Well
an
done.
hour after the game was released,
Combat scenario initialized.
and they were already people
Hostile
probably close to
TitanFall
max rank,
imminent.
which
Titans
was
will not take substantial
amazing.
damage
And I
from
guess
small arms
they
fire.
allow people
Switch to your
in
anti-Titan weapon.
and somewhere around Asia and some other countries over there, not Europe because they get it even after us, but allowed them early access to the game.
Destroy the Titan. with
So I
your
guess they've been
anti-Titan
playing for a
weapon.
day or two already. But you had people that were already like in rank 40 and 50, which is pretty bad. And the other team actually was composed of my first few matches, actually probably my first hour or two of play, of people that were 2 to 4 times higher level than we were, which really sucked because they had a lot of things unlocked.
Good
You know, they
job.
did more damage, they had more
Taking on the Titan is
abilities
very dangerous,
for their Titans
even
and
with
for
the right
themselves.
weaponry.
And it was pretty much, we were just
Pilots earn
being
credit
used
towards
for an
their next
XP
Titan drop by
farm.
engaging in combat. Once your Titan is built, you can drop your Titan onto the battlefield.
Not that we got completely
continue,
slaughtered, but
Please initiate
we
TitanFall.
didn't win any, not
Look to
for
the sky
a
to
couple
watch your
hours
Titan
until we
fall into
started
battle.
getting some stuff unlocked, and then we started doing
Get
better.
close to your Titan to mount up.
Titans are designed to be a natural extension of the
And
pilot.
finally, the actual Titan
Firing
play.
your Titan's primary weapon is as easy as firing a pilot weapon. Kill the hostiles arriving in drop pods.
Titans are really fun to handle. I wish they had kind of like a boost that would kind of hover up a little bit like they do in Hawking, but I'm just running over these guys here. And really the only reason I'm doing that is because when I played in the beta, when you try to get close to a Titan and jump on them, sometimes they end up stepping on you before you actually get on top of them, which sucks because they just smash you and kill you. But so I already knew I could run over them really easy, just as easy as killing them or easier. So that's why I did that.
Excellent. Combat scenario complete.
I will be posting several videos of gameplay as well. But one of the things that really shocked me when they released this game was during beta, I think there were 3 or 4 maps that we played on.
Perform fast directional
And
changes. To proceed, please dash in any direction.
the actual maps they released with the game, they released like 15
The
of
dash
them.
meter is located beneath the crosshair.
There may be
Titan
more, but I
combat
know
display.
that they've released
Each blue
15.
box represents one dash.
And they're all very
Good
fun,
job.
very well designed,
Please proceed to the
multi-layered.
exit. Titans frequently
Similar,
dash to avoid threats
the
in
multi-layers
combat.
are similar to like what
Move
you would
down the
find
hallway
in,
while
well,
avoiding the
Call of
rockets.
Duty. I guess no surprise since this team is responsible for several of the Call of Duty titles as well, but the maps are laid out very similar. Like when you're a pilot, there are multiple levels. There are like holes and floors that you jump down to, run around, that end up coming out on a different level, and it offers a lot of fun and complexity to the design. So rather than just being confined to a
defend against
smaller
ranged
map,
threats, Titans
you know, it
can be
opens it
equipped
up
with
to
the
much more
vortex shield.
possibilities with the
This
multi-layers
weapon
like that,
absorbs incoming ballistics for
which
a
I
limited
really
time,
like.
then refires them.
I think that's my favorite part about Call of Duty is probably the map design, and this is no different. I mean, they've allowed you to come in and play with kind of that multi-layer map design for the
Well played.
pilot gameplay. The Titans are a little bit more limited because they can't really, you know, climb up to the next level or fly up to the next level, hover up.
Skilled pilots often
Which would be
disembark
nice
from
if they
their
could, but
Titans on the
they don't.
battlefield. To continue, disembark from your Titan.
One of the things they do have multi-layers for the Titans as well. I mean, because the map designs are usually such that you can take ramps up to higher levels, and you'll be looking down on a lower level where there might be Titans or actual pilots, or even like the foot NPCs on certain game
Pilots
modes.
can control their Titan's
But,
AI when they are on foot.
Definitely
The
a lot
AI
of
can
work
be
into
toggled to
them,
follow you
and to
or
release
guard its
15
current
maps on
location.
release, that was
The
pretty
lower right
amazing.
corner of your pilot
I was
HUD
very happy with
displays your
that.
Titan's current AI
Not only will
mode.
it take a little bit of time to get to
Put
know
your
all the
Titan
ins and
into
outs of the
follow
maps,
mode, and it will follow you through the
but
gate. When your Titan
the
is in
gameplay is
follow
not going to
mode,
get
it
stale
will try
right
to
off the
stay
bat,
close to your
as
position.
it would if they were only like,
Get
you
close to
know,
your Titan and
a handful of
re-embark.
maps. It'd be really fun at first, but then pretty soon it would just feel like you're doing the same thing
Pilot
over
your
and over and
Titan to
over.
the exit.
Alright, now we should be headed back out to the real world
Titans
since
also
we've tested
carry
our
offhand
pilot
weapons into combat.
in his
These
Titan
weapons
in
can
the
be
test
fired at
chamber.
times when primary weapons are unavailable, which enhances your Titan's combat effectiveness. Your Titan has been equipped with the rocket salvo. Try firing your rocket salvo now. Be sure to deploy offhand weapons to maximize your firepower in combat. Prepare for your final combat test. Try to use all of the skills you have learned. Enemy Titan shields temporarily
And the great thing
disabled.
about this too is that you start off with like 2 basic pilots and 1 Titan. Or it might have been 2 Titans, but I think it's 1. And you basically build up. As you level up, you open up more possibilities, like to 3 preset Titans and then 3
Wave survived. Prepare for the next
preset
wave.
pilots. And then after that, you start opening up custom pilots where
Next
you
wave
can
incoming.
swap things up how you
Be
want to build
advised,
your own pilot.
enemy Titans may now appear with more advanced weapons.
To actually custom Titans. So then you can start swapping things around your Titan and play how you want to. And then you start unlocking
Each
not only
Titan
the
has a shield
custom
that deflects
Titans, but the
incoming
actual
damage. Your
Titan
shield
shell,
bar wraps above the health bar
the actual
at the
design
top
of the
center
Titan.
your HUD. If you avoid taking damage for a short time,
which
your
I think
shields
opens up a
will
lot of
recharge.
possibilities in the game,
The
and it
best
makes it feel
pilots
more
will
like
monitor
it's,
their
you know,
Titan's shields in combat,
your
taking
decision
breaks to
in everything that
recharge
you
as
do.
necessary. Your Titan's health bar status is located at the top center of your HUD.
Once your shield
Notice
gets
that when
knocked down, your
bar
health goes down pretty quick.
It will not replenish. Once your health bar is depleted, your Titan is doomed to die shortly. Wave survive.
And then one of my favorite
Prepare for the
abilities
next
on this
wave.
is when your Titan's about ready to blow up, you can actually select
Next wave incoming.
kind of a nuclear
Enemy Titan shields
explosion
online.
that
Use
then does
caution.
damage and will kill enemy Titans or pilots that are near you when you blow up. So that's one of my favorite ones to use when you unlock it.
Your Titan is critically damaged. Combat veterans refer to this as doomed state. Your Titan will inevitably self-destruct once it is doomed. In this simulation, you will have infinite time to eject. This will not be the case in actual combat. You must eject before
This simulation
your
is
Titan goes
actually
critical.
set up. The reason they throw 3 Titans at you right there is because they set it up for you to
When
fail,
eject, you can use the higher vantage
so that you
point
don't
to
kill
plan
them
your
all,
next
that
move.
you actually have to eject as
Excellent.
part of the training.
Your pilot combat certification is complete.
And in the game's no different. If you run up on several Titans, as long as they see you and are not engaged in combat in another direction,
For
you're
your
gonna die.
safety, please stay in the training pod to regain your equilibrium.
Well, that's pretty much the completion of the training course. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it piqued some interest in the TitanFall. It's a very, very fun game. I definitely highly recommend that you try it and play it. Please subscribe and like, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.